Giants ended 2017 with a record of 64-98, the second worst in the majors. Going into the offseason, the Giants had three very deep holes to fill: the outfield, third base, and the bullpen. Failure to do so could have resulted in years' worth of trying out prospects and waiting out contracts. The outfield needed to be improved and to be readjusted following a year of unsuccessful platoons and injuries, and they may have solved that. In January, the Giants traded for five-time All-Star, 2012 National League MVP, and four-time National League Silver Slugger Andrew McCutchen, who has quickly become the centerpiece of improvement in the outfield. His speed and ingenuity will land him in right field to take on the infamous triples alley in right center. With the acquisition of McCutchen, Hunter Pence will transition to left field, where he will take on a shorter porch and less ground that will hopefully cater to what he is capable of after several lost seasons. Platoons may be the best option for center field, and the Giants have reunited with utility man Gregor Blanco and have accumulated Austin Jackson, Mac Williamson, Jarrett Parker, Austin Slater, Gorkys Hernandez, and Steven Duggar. The 2015 sixth-round pick, Duggar, does not have big league experience, but the Giants are hopeful he can prove himself this spring and are willing to give him the chances he needs. Chris Shaw, another young long shot competing in the outfield, will be given a look as well. The Giants still lack power in their lineup and have begun grooming Shaw into the left fielder of the future. Shaw posted a .289 batting average, 18 home runs, and 50 RBIs in 88 games with the AAA Rivercats in 2017, and will most likely begin the season there to further his defensive skills. As for the infield, a cluster of issues bogged down shortstop, second base, and first base in an irregular, unoffensive, and injury-ridden season, but its core remains virtually unchanged. The return of a healthy Brandon Belt and the addition of Evan Longoria will hopefully add some much-needed pop to the lineup. Along with McCutchen, Evan Longoria brings with him a leadership that has appeared to diminish after such a turbulent season. Both of these franchise players will provide power and protection for players such as Joe Panik and Buster Posey, whose bats were overlooked in a lineup that underachieved. With catcher, first base, second base, and now third base locked down, Pablo Sandoval, a non-roster invitee, has become the odd man out. He has come to camp prepared with a catcher, outfielder, and first baseman's mitt in hopes of becoming the ultimate utility man. Until a few weeks ago, it seemed the relieving part of the pitching staff had been forgotten and hung out to dry. It was the late signing of lefty Tony Watson that seems to be the saving grace. Compared to the core four who helped the team win 3 World Series in 5 seasons, a healthy combination of Sam Dyson, Tony Watson, Will Smith, and closer Mark Melancon seemed to be the completed response to a more than devastating back half of the bullpen. Last season, the Giants' bullpen posted a 4.34 ERA, the 6th worst in the majors. In 38 games with the Giants, Sam Dyson recorded the most saves, 14, but the closing role is expected to be fulfilled by their $60 million man, Mark Melancon. Coming into camp, the only player facing injury restrictions remains to be Will Smith, who is projected to be cleared to play on May 1st after undergoing Tommy John surgery last season. As for the young talent finally making their way through the ranks, Derek Law, Corey Gearin, Josh Osich, and Stephen Oker will all continue to receive consideration. Derek Holland and Chris Heston will also receive extensive looks. They have options, and a mix of established righties and lefties will hopefully provide the support this part of the pitching stack lacked so much of last season. The starting rotation was less than effective last year, but the bumps and bruises that were their downfall will hopefully remain in 2017. Projected opening day starter Madison Bumgarner has arrived at camp ready to compete. It will be up to Johnny Cueto and Jeff Samardzija to produce quality innings after too many lackluster starts last year. Their ability to bounce back will be a deciding factor how smooth this season will sail. Starters 4 and 5 will be determined in spring training, with Giants prospect Ty Blach hoping to lock down the 4th spot and Chris Stratton vying for the 5th. The 5th spot long shots also include Rule 5 draft pick Julian Fernandez, who's been clocked in the triple digits, and Andrew Suarez. Competing in the National League West this season will be a challenge for these Giants, but both management and most fans can agree they have pieced together a team of quality players.